But yeah, you're all your bells are fine now. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's start this off. All right. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Between Two Munchers, the working title. My name is Stay at Home Stegosaurus, and with us today we have my best friend and longtime partner in crime in the Kaizo community, MarkAlarm. Thank you for joining us, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so you didn't deny that we're best friends, so this is a great start. So, first question that I have for you is, what brought you into the SMW community?
So back in the day of Super Mario Maker, the original, I thought the idea of making my own levels was really cool. I saw a bit of Panga's original Kaizo levels in Mario Maker, and I was like, oh, this hard Mario stuff seems kind of cool, so I started making my own stuff there, and then eventually found SMW ROM hacking. I don't remember what exactly made me encounter that, but the idea of, oh, I can do Mario Maker on my computer, that's pretty cool. And then just kind of fell in love with it after that point.
Gotcha. So you were one of a dozen people that actually had a Wii U, right?
Yes, I did have a Wii U.
Fascinating. I did not know. I never knew anyone personally that had a Wii U, so this is a real big thing for me. That's really cool. I'm really excited for that. So I know you've been involved with the community for a bit. At one point, you were a moderator, but you were able to fall out of that grace. Did you enjoy doing the moderations, or would you ever come back to it?
So funny you ask that. I actually am a moderator again. Yeah, I mean, I did it for a while, and I enjoyed doing it. It was nice to be able to just look at code that people were submitting and either fix it or make sure that it was to a quality where anyone could use it for their hacks, and if it was just bad or broken, that no one would have to deal with the pain of broken or unoptimized code in their hacks. I fell out of doing it just because of getting busy with IRL stuff at the time, and it was a combination of IRL stuff and just kind of losing a bit of interest in it. Stopped doing it for a couple of years, had a reawakened interest somewhat recently to get back into doing SMWASM, so I'm now a mod again, but then I got busy with IRL stuff again, so I've done very little.
I mean, I completely understand. Real life always takes precedent, but now that you mentioned that you're back into SMWASM, look, I know we've had this discussion many times, and look, we've known each other for over a year, probably. That makes us, besties. So, about this boss I want made, do you have the time to do this for me still for free?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Listen, I have approved one resource in the past couple months of being a mod because of being busy with IRL stuff, and that one thing I approved was a document. So I haven't even read through modern submission code, let alone writing my own. So I've just been super busy.
Oh, so they just let anyone be a mod, I guess, huh? I see how this is. But yeah, after all I've ever done for you, it kind of hurts me, but you know what? I'm gonna move away from this. So I know you're an accomplished ROM hacker, and last year you released a very anticipated hack, Celeste.smc, and you got to go to GDQ to watch a race of this. How was that experience of going to GDQ?
Going to GDQ was a blast. Unfortunately, it didn't end up being a race. Grand Pooh Bear was supposed to be doing a run along with Mighty Mouse, but due to illnesses in the family or whatever, he couldn't go. So it ended up just being a solo run by Mighty Mouse, which was still really cool to do commentary for. And also being a part of the blind level race that year, being a part of the like compilation process. I wasn't making a level or racing, but I helped with building it and writing some code for it. That was a fun thing to take part of, as stressful as it was.
I'm sure the deadlines and pressure of doing that within a time constraint is very, it could be very stressful. But circling back to this boss thing, like, there's no pressure on a time completion for when the boss needs to be completed. Like, I'm not going to put pressure. I'm just looking for a boss. That's all. Like, why not?
Within the decade, optional.
I don't have much more time on this earth, so we will have to revisit this another time. But yes, that sounds very... So you had your 15 minutes of fame. So I understand that you are helping out with KLDC this year. You are going to do some prejudging and, I guess, warning us judges of what we're going to be prepared for. So how does that process work? Do you just make sure everything's going to work, or you just make sure you can beat everything, or how's this going to go?
So I actually did screening last year as well. So I imagine the process is going to be pretty similar to this year, but essentially we first wait for all the submissions to come in. So we have like just a massive list of the creator, the level, like BPS or whatever, the submission. Assuming they submit a clear video, we include that in the document, but if there isn't one, then we have to make it ourselves, or at the very least go through the level. And we try to structure it so we we're looking for a couple specific things. One, whether it's SA1 or not, or like MSU1, where it requires like special hardware chips. The people playing it, if they're playing on console, they do like all the SA1 levels in one go, just so they only have to swap the firmware once. So that's one example. If levels have a clear video and we see that the clear video is 20 minutes long, then either they didn't edit it and there are deaths in there that don't count toward the final time, or it's actually a 20-minute long level and it gets botched. So
understood. Okay, that's interesting. So you're going to make sure I don't suffer too much, but you know, we all know how these competitions go. We're going to have a lot of fun playing a lot of unique levels. So that's fine. Something else I wanted to ask, so if someone would come to you that was new to this community and wanted to get into Mario making and level creating and stuff like that, do you have any advice you would like to give them?
I was really thinking about saying turn back while you still have a chance as a joke.
No, you totally can. Like, we want to make sure people don't fall into this pit. Look, I fell into this pit, you know, a handful of years ago, and I don't know how to get out of it. So please, like, let's help people. Actually,
I mean, I guess I can try to give. I'm trying to think of how to word this. Just because I know recently there's been kind of a dull in like motivation and there's been a lot of burnout as far as I'm aware recently with people playing and making hacks. I know like there have been some hacks that have come out recently that people have been playing, but overall it seems like there's been a lot of burnout. So if you're looking to make levels or to create something, I would say you really need to have a mindset of creating it for yourself and making something that you're happy with and something you want to play, rather than I want to make something so that someone else can play and I can watch them die 100 times. Because as far as I'm aware, there's a lot less like people consistently playing ROM hacks. So if you're looking to watch someone play it, I would say you're less likely to get that. But if you want to make something that you think is cool, or you just want to post like a video of, oh, this is the Mario level that I made, but you don't do anything else with it, then I'd say go for it. Yeah.
I can get behind that. And guess what? KLDC is a great opportunity to showcase what you would like to make and have people play and maybe get a little bit of a following. Think of the fame and fortune you can get behind this. The last main question I have is, do you have any new work, new work coming out? I know a lot of people are really hoping to get a sequel of this hack, and I just want to be the first person to ask, when can we expect a Super Tesla World 2? I think I lost Mark there for a moment, but I think we have him back again. Do that again, and we're going to have a problem, okay? Cool. Anyway, that is... Okay, we got one more time. It's probably just a shoddy connection, I swear to God. If you're, but as for now, I all I can say is I really appreciate this time that you had with us, with me especially. Thank you for the time for the interview. I want to tell everyone to please follow Mark on twitch.tv/MarkAlarm. He plays a lot of non-SMW stuff, probably Pokemon or Minecraft, or what else is going on? There's Spyro for a little bit. What else you got going on that channel now?
I recently did a 72-hour, or 71 actually, but a 71-hour stream where I 100%ed all of the mainline 3D Mario games back to back. So that was Mario 64 120 star, Galaxy 1 120, Sunshine 120, Galaxy 2 242, 3D World 380, and Odyssey All Moons. And I did all of that back to back in a 71-hour marathon. So I've been playing a lot of the 3D Marios lately.
Oh, that sounds exciting then. And if you're interested in that, please, everyone, go to his channel. And yeah, again, Mark, thank you very much. I'll be keeping in touch with you about this boss development. And yeah, we'll just we'll make sure we keep tabs. Thank you again.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for having me.